think we got it. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for coming to the inaugural episode of QI. I actually really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedules to come. So I'm hoping it's obvious at this point, but I'm Chris. For the next 60 minutes, me and these people will be leading you through the weird and wonderful world of knowledge and towards that mystical state of being known as enlightenment. So why don't we meet them? So we have Alec Thompson. Alex Abbott. Casper Nibursky. Thank you. Jason Binder. Okay, great. So here, I'll just give a rundown of the rules. So hopefully all of you know at this point that the questions are unfair, and quite frankly, so am I. Points will be awarded strictly on the basis of how interesting and or humorous they are, regardless of whether they are correct or even relevant. Now, if any of these people want to interrupt the action at any time to, I don't know, say anything, each has a noise-making device, so we'll go through them. Alec goes. Oh, my God. Alex goes. Casper goes. Sorry. And Jason goes. Okay, so let's get started. And since this is the first question of what I hope is the first of many episodes, we made it a nice, easy one. So, what country is the home of the artist who produced the single most successful, as in the highest charting, reggae song in history? Country.
Yeah, I feel like this is a trick question.
Whatever would give you that.
England?
No. Yes.
Well, I agree with the fact that it's a trick question, and I would say it would be Mexico, but I don't actually know what reggae is. So I would say Mexico. It sounds Spanish.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
Can I just say Jamaica?
No.
You can. I have it somewhere here. Just a second.
Someone has to, right?
Well, I don't know, maybe they. I don't know. Okay, anyway. Any other guesses?
Canada wouldn't be cool on that.
Wouldn't it? It's funny you say that because it actually is Canada. There we go, you mentioned it. Yeah, so in the event, he doesn't actually know anything. No, that's the point. Actually know. So on September 30th, 1992, so oddly enough, within our lifetimes, an artist by the name of Darren O'Brien, he's actually the second cousin of Stephen Page from Bare Naked Ladies. He goes by his stage name Snow, which is appropriate for a Canadian musician. Released the single Informer as part of his debut album, 12 Inches of Snow.
Is he talking about the depth of the snow? I don't understand.
Well, we'll leave it at that. So anyway, the album sold over 8 million copies worldwide, and Informer went on to spend 7 consecutive weeks at #1 on the U.S. charts, breaking records in the process. It is both the highest selling reggae song in American history and the highest charting in world history. So it went platinum in both the United States and in Germany. And I believe it was also ranked number 84 on VH1's 100 Greatest Hits of the 90s, whatever that means. And does anybody here watch How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was an episode that featured that, something with Neil Patrick Harris and Informer. There's some connection there. I don't know. And that's anecdotal, but anyway. So, but I think really the crowning glory of this song is the music video, and we're going to play a portion of it. And what we will be awarding points if you can tell me any of the lyrics of this song. So you need to give me a complete lyric, not words, and ignore. Yes.
Is it? I have 12 inches of snow. I am about to do something with that. Give or take.
Cold love.
I'm glad. Nice to have you on board, Alex. We'll have you bank those for a second, but we'll play that. So you need to give me a whole lyric. So ignore the black guy in the beginning. Once Darren O'Brien starts singing, I think the word is called. Listen and see. Points will be awarded. So okay.
Yo, still, they came around looking for you the other day. Informer, you don't say them, it's me up a plan. And you keep on going down. Take the mind, say them, it's me, stand somewhere down the lane. And you keep on going down. Informer, you don't say them, it's me up a plan. And you keep on going down. Take the mind, say them, it's me, stand somewhere down the lane. And you keep on going down. He said, I'm going to and they thought that made us. Bring me the fire through my window, so they put me in the car at the station. From that point to the destination, where the destination I want attention, where the
It's funny.
Is that where they got it from?
That could be. It's funny. I've never actually seen you think before. So does anybody have any guesses? Did anybody hear anything?
All I heard was the word informer and a bunch of gibberish.
It's actually Jamaican patois, if you want to be politically correct.
Definitely something that sounded like I'm going to lick your bum now. That's what I heard. In the summertime.
That leads to the question of 12 inches of snow.
You actually lost me on that one, but oddly enough, you're not far from the truth. If you listen right at the beginning, well, when he says informer, and then the line that follows informer throughout the song, a lot of people, like if you go to lyric sites and stuff like that, it actually has it as licky boom boom down, which nobody has any idea what that means. It's one of the reasons, like as you can imagine, this song took a lot of heat when it was first released, because it's a pasty white guy singing gibberish. What a lot of people consider to be watered down reggae. But actually, it's I think somebody actually did a study on this, if you can believe it, but they found out it's actually not licky boom boom down, it's dem. So the only lyric that I can tell you with absolute certainty that appears in this song, or at least the section that you've heard of it, is licky boom boom dem. Licky boom boom is an ass kisser in Jamaican patois. So it's like
there you go.
declaration. So
Yeah,
yeah.
like them?
I think it's them.
Them is them?
Yeah, well, he's chewing the vowel a little bit, but
Okay.
yeah.
Sounds like he ate it and then shat it out.
That's a wonderful image. Yeah, ironically enough, just kind of while we're on this, well, I mean, I suppose the color isn't the greatest here, but I mean, he's not exactly black, as you can see. In addition to not being Jamaican or anything close, he plays up his Irish roots a lot. So, you'll see him performing on stage. I don't know, Irish guy, Jamaican patois, I get bad vibes from that. But ironically enough, this was one of the hit songs of the 90s. And it's something for all of us to be proud of.
Ironically, drunken Irishman sounds surprisingly like Jamaican pattern.
Well, how drunk? Or is
Just sort of like normal existence.
Super Irish.
Daily life.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so there you have it. When it comes to the world of reggae, even Jamaicans are powerless to compete with Canadians. Apparently the real master of it. Now, speaking of snow, who can tell me where this photo was taken?
Ella?
No.
That's like snow. Oh, that is also snow. 12 inches.
Very good. Thank you.
I don't know.
Yes?
The North Pole.
No.
Oh no, it's the
You're not
South.
paying attention.
South.
I need the noise. The noise. Now, don't minimize that yet, because I also heard South Pole. Any other guesses?
Siberia.
What is the hottest place in the world?
Okay, that's clearly
Jamaica.
Oh, actually, well,
Question.
I'm actually okay. So, any other guesses, or are you all
Chile.
completely lost?
Chile. What I got?
It's not Canada again, is it?
No, well, no, go figure. No, it's actually not. This is.
Finland, Norway.
I think that was my backyard.
Yeah, wait,
Iceland.
name all the countries we know.
Okay, well, here, how about I tell you, because we're clearly getting nowhere, and it's a little bit unfair that I buzzed you for South Pole, because this is actually the southern pole of inaccessibility, which is different from the geographic South Pole, but both are in Antarctica. So, first, before I get into an explanation of what this is, how many poles does the Earth have?
None.
What's the population of Poland?
I think that's that.
I don't know why.
Yeah, they're one.
No. One?
I'm not going to say the other one. The other one's obvious.
What is obvious?
Travel.
Yes.
There are 0 because they flip every like 2,000 years, so there is no distinct pole. No.
Okay, that's actually wrong on more than one level. So yeah, go ahead.
4.
No. What here?
This is like geographic and there's magnetic.
Yes, you're right. Those are. I think that's what you were thinking of when you said that they flip. It's the magnetic poles.
That's
But
what-
just
yeah,
be-
exactly.
Well, but just because they're flipping doesn't mean they no longer exist.
Yeah, no,
It just
exactly.
means that they're
Yeah, I know.
so they exist. But even that isn't the right answer, because not only are they still poles, but there are actually many more than that. So here, I
3.
no. Okay. You know, it's actually 11. 11 is the right answer, because there are 2 geographical, which is what you guys brought up, so where the Earth actually spins on its axis. Then there are 2 magnetic poles, which flip every so often. Then there are 2 geomagnetic poles. I actually don't really know what they do. And then there's 2, what else?
Rats.
Somewhere here. 2 geomagnetic, 2 poles of inaccessibility, of which obviously this is the South Pole.
What is the pole of inaccessibility?
It's basically, it's the point of, well, every continent on Earth has a pole of inaccessibility, including the ocean. So it's really the
Ocean is not possible.
No, it doesn't. Every aspect.
Forget
Thank
the
you for
buzzer
that.
noise.
We can leave right now. Okay. Every continent or major body of water, let me specify, has a point of inaccessibility. So it's basically the point in
Point
that.
Nemo.
The point in that whole area that is farthest away from water or land, depending on whether or not we're talking about a continent or the ocean. Okay, no. It's wrong then and it's wrong now. So this is actually, the southern pole of inaccessibility is harder to reach, and it's much more remote than the actual geographic southern pole, because it's farthest away from any point of water that touches the Antarctic continent. So does that, you starting to see it now?
I get it.
So,
Okay.
Is that like in the
So-
dead center
Yes, it's not necessarily the,
of Antarctica?
yeah, I guess you could say, yeah.
And I'm assuming the Russians found it?
Well, they were the first ones to get there. That's the
Is
point of this
that a
being.
bust of Rasputin?
No, that's
I'm going to disregard
Yeah.
that. That is actually Lenin. That's very good. Yeah, they put it there when they first arrived in 1958, third Soviet Antarctic expedition led by Yevgeny Talstikov. And they established the temporary southern pole of inaccessibility, and they established this bust here in the honor. Now, just anecdotally, what's he looking at? You guys guess?
Russia.
Close.
Me?
Why do you equate yourself with Russia? Sorry? Yes, he's actually looking towards Moscow. So technically, I guess you can say north is that way. But yeah, so there's actually a temporary, in addition to the bus is on top of a building where there's a golden guest book for people who actually managed to get there. You can sign it.
You know how many
And it's-
names are on it?
I think it's about 10 or 12, because there was a joint British and Canadian team that made it there without any technology. This was, I think, 05. There's a second Russian team in 1967, and I think there were some interim ones as well. So probably something like 10 or 12 names. But it's been buried with snow over the years, so now only this is visible, but you can still access
The
it.
point of a guest book is something that you sign when you go to events that you don't want to go to prove that you were there. So why would you sign a guest book then?
Well, I guess
because
we-
if one signs one's name in a guest book and no one is there to read it.
Well, I think the point is that you would, the reward of actually undergoing this incredibly arduous journey is to read it.
Wow.
So that'd be part of it, but I don't really know if I'd call the South Pole an event so much as a place. That would be my argument, probably half-baked, but okay. I usually. Okay, all right, next question. What man with a Christmas birthday was famously described as the incarnation of God?
Jesus. Indian gods. What are they? Vishnu, I think, as well. A bunch of, like, there was 6,000
Mithras.
there. Mythos, yeah,
Yeah,
Mythos is
that-
another good
Yeah.
That would have been, yes,